So, Becky, how are you today?
I'm pretty good. Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So, thank you so much for giving me your busy schedule to have this interview, and a real pleasure to have you today, Becky. So, Becky, your fifth studio album, Interceptor, is to be out on September 5th. So, would you like to tell me a bit on the songwriting and production that goes behind this new upcoming album?
Yeah. So this album has been kind of a long time in the making because we released a previous album, Wander Sin, in 2022,
Yeah.
and that came out quite quickly because we didn't have much else to do between 2020 and 2022. Like there was that whole lockdown thing. So that came out very quickly, but it took a while to get Interceptor together because we were touring so much. We were so busy as a band. Um, but yeah, like the ideas have been floating around for like 3 or more years now,
Yeah.
and once it started happening, then things were coming together quite quickly. Like we started once we met Todd Campbell from Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons.
Yeah.
So that's our producer and yeah, recording engineer. So he when we met him and we started listening to their stuff, we were like, that is the kind of sound of the album that we want. We did like a kind of test run with it for uh, the re-recording of Prince of Darkness, where it was an older song from 2014. We re-recorded it with Nyah singing it, and that went really well. It was the exact kind of sound that we wanted. So once we kind of decided on that, then things
Mhm.
moved a lot quicker. And yeah, the recording process was great. Like we just went down to South Wales a couple of times that year and got the whole thing done. And yeah, I mean, it took longer than you would expect for a lot of bands.
Yeah.
We're not full timers, if you know what I mean. We're still trying to balance it with other work and things. So like we'd love to get it out sooner, but like the once we like honed in on it, then things were starting to move, and like really happy that it's done and it's coming out next month.
Fantastic, fantastic, Becky. And does Interceptor has some kind of storyline or a theme behind it?
I think I guess like overall not so much. Like maybe Julian does have one. Julian writes most of the songs, so maybe he has a kind of more of an idea of what the theme is. But I think it was more of an inspiration kind of thing. Like he, uh, was thinking about like the songs that would be more interesting to our fans, I suppose.
Yeah.
And and he's very inspired by like 80s kind of music. So it was more of a trying to capture that feeling of the kind of 80s inspired heavy metal that, and then he kind of honed it on that and then went for it.
Fantastic. And an amazing cover artwork that goes behind this album. So would you like to tell me a bit on the making of the artwork?
Yeah, so again, going for the 80s theme, and it was cool that we'd heard of cool, heard of Accurant and his the way he kind of puts images together for like um very almost like a film poster, like yeah, like movie inspired artwork.
Yeah.
And we thought that was really cool. And we'd never done our faces on the front cover of an album. It felt very like, we're not that kind of band that puts our own faces on an album. But if we could like merge it with some other stuff and make it make sense, then that could be quite cool. So yeah, we were just kind of going for that like 80s vibe and all those movies and those cool like things that like inspired that era.
Mm.
And he really like once we told him the brief, he just made something that looks amazing.
Fantastic, fantastic. And had the pleasure to listen to Interceptor album in its complete entirety. And I have to say, an amazing album from you guys. So each and every song from this album, beautifully written. The dual
Thank you.
vocals came together so beautiful, and the musicianship is mind blowing. Each and every one of you have given outstanding work in this album, I would say. So thank you for all the awesomeness and keeping the spirit of heavy metal alive in 2025. That's the most beautiful thing. So thanks for all the awesomeness. And as a creator, as a band, how do you guys feel about the outcome of Interceptor?
The outcome, I think we're really proud of it. Um, like we just can't wait to for people to hear it because it's something quite different for us. Like we're um, moving into some new territories, I suppose, and uh, we just want to know what the fans think, I guess. Uh, and we want to hear what the non-fans think. We want to hear what people
Mm.
think who are not following our journey and just hear it from a completely outsider, like fresh set of ears perspective. So I don't know if you've like did had you previously heard any of our
Yes,
albums?
I did.
Oh, you had. Okay, cool. So you I guess you've heard like kind of a journey and
You
like yeah, some changes across the albums, but yeah, this one I guess we're taking a different approach, and there's two ballads, and there's some of the like heavy fast stuff from before,
Mhm.
but there's a lot of more I guess radio friendly you would
Yeah.
say like from our perspective you'd say that, but to be honest, when we're like writing it and rehearsing it and figuring it out, it's just the ones that are so much fun to play. So, I don't think, I don't consider it, oh, radio friendly, that's just not very good, that's not very cool.
Yeah.
It's still so much fun to play, and so it's very genuinely us. Like, it's just a different way of expressing what we do.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And last week you put up the video for Don't Lie to Me. So would you like to tell me a bit on the making of this video?
Oh, yeah, so we made that video, it was quite a few months ago. We were kind of like moving, working quite ahead of time when we were doing these videos. And what was cool with that one was that we got to involve some fans. So, I mean, I guess it was a random, like, it was like a Thursday afternoon or something.
Mm.
And we were like, we just need people. We need people to like come and be involved. We're in Birmingham, and people just show up. And it was cool because we got people from all over the country, really. And actually, someone came who was okay. They were already on a trip here, sorry, in the UK, but they were from America, and so they were like, "Oh, it's really cool that
Mm.
I came on a little trip to the UK from America, and I got to be in your music video." So it's we can say people traveled far and wide, like
Yeah.
thousands of miles. But yeah, like it was just really nice, and it's such a good like the concept that we like managed to figure out with the video company. Like they really understood the brief, and we never know what is possible for them because like they are incredible. Like the work that we've done so many videos with Lion Island Media, and
Mm.
like I feel like we're only scratching the surface of things that they can do because we're always like, well, you guys like do such a good deal, like you guys are not charging us very much. It can't be that good, like you're not going to be putting like thousands and thousands of like hours into it. You're not going to be like, I don't know, doing
Mm.
that kind of thing. But then when they're like, oh, we got this concept where I think it would make sense with this, where the faces morph into each other. And we're like, you can do that. Can you do that? Okay, that's
Mm.
perfect. It's exactly what we want. So yeah, they did really well with that video, and yeah, we're super happy with it. Like it's perfect,
Fantastic.
and we got to film it in Birmingham, which is where we all live at the moment. So like it's really cool for us.
Amazing, amazing. And you also released videos for What's It Gonna Be and the title track Interceptor. But are there plans to come up with more videos before the release of the album?
Yes, there is one more video coming. So, the next big Fury milestone is the 5th of September, where we release a full album, and along with that, there's going to be one more music video coming, and that's going to be for the song "On the Town."
Amazing.
And that was so much fun to film. But yeah, like I can't give I guess too much away for that, but um, yeah, it's a really fun video. I think like our videos, I'm really proud of them. I think they've been um, yeah, like really. I whenever people want to know about the band, I'm like, please watch our videos because uh, it's it really gets across like the kind of vibe we have live. I think like maybe not just recording, but when you see us and like we're having a good time and we're not taking ourselves too seriously, that's the kind of vibe that we have.
Awesome. Awesome. Really looking forward for the new video. And are there any big plans for September 5 on the day of the release?
So we start the tour on the 4th of September. We're doing like a pre-album release listening party with some fans before then, and then yeah, we should start a tour in the UK for like 3 weeks, and then following year, so 2026, we're going to do a tour in Europe. Hopefully, at the moment, we've just got the Epic Fest in Roskilde in Denmark, but we're going to try and book some stuff around that. But yeah, we're still very much DIY independent band,
Mhm.
so figuring these things out takes a bit of time.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But are there plans in 2026 to have kind of Asia or North America touring?
Yeah, I think we're going to do some more international touring, I hope. Um, yeah, and like hopefully some more festivals because like this year the album's coming out in September, so
Yeah.
it's quite an awkward time to be releasing an album in some ways. Like it's after the festival season, which is so important for bands. So I think next year we're going to be trying to hit a lot of summer festivals all
Mm.
over all over Europe and like trying to like expand our boundaries of where we like to play and like try and make some new connections.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And speaking on the merchandise, are there some cool plans for you guys to do something for Interceptor?
We've got like a design for like t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. So I think like the actual album artwork doesn't lend itself too well to t-shirts, but I feel like we've got a good eye and like concept of what people want for t-shirts because we're metal fans that only ever wear band t-shirts. So if we wouldn't wear it, then we wouldn't expect anyone else to wear it. So in terms of merchandise, we're like, yeah, let's get something good. And we love the album artwork, but it doesn't seem like it's the right layout to work on a
Mm.
band t-shirt. So we've got a great designer um, called his thing is All Things Rotten, and he like kind of reimagined it and like kind of spoke to us about the concept and like did a fantastic t-shirt design that we're going to use for the tour and so tour t-shirt and hoodies. And yeah, so maybe we'll get some more merch out. Like this is one actually album where we haven't done as much merch as before because previously, we were uh, DIY, self-release, everything, but this is the first time we're doing it with a label, so a lot of it is kind of their realm, and we don't want to like tread on anyone's toes. So we're not doing like too much in terms of merch like we would have before because we would have needed to raise a lot of money in a very quick time. So we would have done a lot more previously, but this time we've been able to like focus more on the release, which is really cool. But yeah, like we're going to be bringing out some merch for the tour this September.
Amazing, amazing, and quite a journey with five full-length albums with Interceptor and uh, with your debut in 2012. And how do you feel about this journey that you have traveled so far?
I think it is tricky. Like it's a long, hard road. The band has been going for a long time, but it's authentic. We do it because we love it, and we do it because we really believe in the music. And like, yeah, I guess if there was ever a quick fix, a quick way to make everything a lot smoother and quicker, would we have done it to? We wouldn't have done it if it would impact the way the music is. Like we love what we do. We love the music that we put out. and we find that more important. Even if like not that many people listen to it, we think it's very important the kind of music that we do, and like it's cool for us, and so that's what we prefer.
Fantastic, fantastic. And in 2022, you went as a touring member for Merciful Fate, and 2024, you joined the band. So, how do you feel about working with King Diamond?
It's awesome. I love it. Like uh, it, I know people talk about like a full circle moment. I don't know if it's really that, but you know, as a huge fan, when I was like 14 and like discovering these albums, yeah, probably through Metallica and going back through the kind of the
Mhm.
covers album, the Garage Inc. album, and discovering Merciful Fate, getting the Melissa album, being like, oh, this is a really cool, crazy cool
Yeah.
album. Um, and then you know, fast forward like almost 20 years, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch them for the first time at Bloodstock Festival 2022, and you know, it's just insane because I never expected that kind of thing to happen. But I never expected to meet them. I never expected to even see them play again because they were, you know, not actively touring for such a long time.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like to get that kind of opportunity to be recognized, seen, and um, you know, appreciated as a bass player, to be a part of it, like I can't. It's just magic. I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. And you know, I think King is a believer in magic, and like
Mhm.
that. I guess that's how he believes in it, in that he creates magic. And I don't know how else to describe it. It's just insane that he could pluck someone from obscurity in this way, and you know, take them on a tour, and it went so well that
Mm.
that that I could come back and be a permanent member. Um, these kind of things just don't usually happen, so it's so nice and special for this to be an opportunity for me.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I know there has been a lot of highlight moments over the years, but are there something special that you want to share with me today?
Oh, sorry, say that again.
The highlight moments for the band. Would you like to share a few?
Okay, yeah, like we played a couple of times. We played Bloodstock. We love Bloodstock Festival. Also Download in 2022. That was fantastic. And actually, last year we played in, was it last year? I think so. In Switzerland, and we love Switzerland. We played there a bunch of times. But last year we got to do it with an orchestra. So they'd hired a a full orchestra to play with us, and we were like, are you kidding me? Like what? Like you're like reliving our Metallica S&M dreams, and they're like, yeah, like you need to speak to them and let them know what songs you want to do, and that was just incredible. Like I had just like tears running down my face. Like it's just I don't know, there's such an incredible sound that like the build up of like you know, full orchestra, I guess, what was it, like 15 people, the kind of layers of sound that they can create. And it's completely different to metal instruments where it's like, okay, guitar with like the pickups, it's very artificially, I guess it's all very like artificially amplified. But
Mm.
there's something about like how the room feels when it's like a cello and like a cornet and like a French horn and like
Yeah.
all these things that really like without anything behind them acoustically vibrate the air, and you just kind of feel their presence. So yeah, I think that was probably the coolest thing. Was playing with an orchestra last year at Rock Festival in Switzerland. Like I can't believe they managed to pull that off. And yeah,
Amazing.
we'd love to do that again.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, Becky. And do you feel like you fulfilled the dream, or you feel there's more to accomplish?
Definitely more to come. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a big tick has been checked off my to do list. I never thought I'd get this far, and um, but there's definitely more that needs to be done. And you know, I'm here for the long haul, and I just hope that it keeps growing in the way that it has because it's been amazing so far, and I really hope that things really pick up for the band in the next year with the new album.
Amazing, amazing. And is there a possibility of Fury collaborating with Merciful Fate in the future?
I mean, that'd be great. Like, I do wonder, like, what would happen if Fury supported Merciful Fate on a tour. I wonder what the fans would think, whether it would suit well enough. I'm not sure if I feel like maybe the bands are too different for that to really
Yeah.
happen. We would probably modify the set list to be more of that kind of old school, heavier stuff, which definitely is within the songs that we have. So we could definitely do that. Um, but yeah, like it would be super cool to do
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Amazing, amazing. And Becky, finally, any message that you have for the fans around the world?
I would just like to say thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for following our journey. If you're new here, we appreciate you. Thank you, and like keep spreading the word. And like we've got 4 albums out with Fury already. Um, Born to Sin, Grand Prize, Lost in Space, The Lightning Dream, and Interceptor is coming out in September, and we really hope you enjoy it, listening to it as much as we did making it.
Awesome, awesome, Becky. And Becky, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this wonderful opportunity. A real pleasure to meet you today. And thank you for Interceptor and years of awesome music that you are giving through Fury, a great band. And you guys are giving awesome heavy metal music for the heavy metal fans around the world. So thank you for all the awesomeness. And I really wish you guys all the best. And I'm really hoping that you guys come to India and other parts of Asia where a lot of fans is really waiting for to meet you guys. So hopefully we can see you on the road soon.
Ah, sweet, yeah, we'd love to come to India one day. Like,
That will be
you
awesome.
guys got great food, like especially for a vegan. You got like, oh, we'd love to play there. Like, yes, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, thanks so much. Take care and have a good rest of the day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Enjoy your evening.
Yeah,
See
thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye.